Hello everyone and welcome back to another video on my channel. Today I'm going to be bringing you guys a video on my top 3 mid-cap gems to buy and hold for around 50x gains, okay? It could go either way. These could do a 20x or they could go on to do maybe even a 75x. So I'm using a 50x as kind of like a benchmark it's kind of ambitious, but on the conservative side, I think all of them will guarantee a 20x. But obviously guys, this video is not financial advice. Make sure you always do your own research before investing your money, as crypto is very risky, and these are just merely my opinions. So the first one is Celo. Now, I'm a huge fan of what Celo is doing. They're basically using mobile phones as a way to make banking more accessible to the masses, okay? Right now, in a lot of countries in the world, it's very difficult for people to use banking. Okay, the accessibility of banking is just not there in a lot of African countries. Whereas a lot of people do have mobile phones, they just don't have a bank account. So what Celo are doing, they're basically allowing anyone with a unique mobile phone number to be able to access banking and send and receive money around the world. I really like that idea. Mobile first makes Web3 universally accessible with low cost, multi-currency gas fees and an ultra-light client. Transactions are lightning fast. So there's some really unique ideas here with Celo. I'm really bullish on this idea, and it could actually propel a lot of these countries with economic issues to move forward at a very fast rate. This is one of the biggest issues in the world right now, is a huge gap between those developing countries and the already developed countries such as the US and the UK. If we can get some of these lower economic GDP countries to basically boost their economies, this would be way better for the world and obviously way better for these countries. So it's an ethical investment in my opinion, but not only that, it's got tons of utility basically, right? They also have their own stable coins. So you've got the Celo Euro and the Celo Dollar. So these two in themselves are also great to see. The fact that you've got a euro and a dollar is basically pegged to the dollar. So impressive stuff. I'm really glad that they have this because it basically means that people in these countries can utilize stable coins, which they don't actually have in their countries because their countries' currencies are not stable. They're very unstable, actually, and can be tampered with by governments and can be, they can actually prevent you from being able to buy things. So the Celo project, in my opinion, is going to do a lot of good for the world and a lot of good for your crypto wallets if you invest, because I think this one could easily do a 20x in the next bull run and make a lot of people wealthy. So Celo is the first one. The second one is SingularityNET. This one has had a big rally already. Now, I called this one right at the bottom. If you were a Patreon of mine, you would have known because I was talking about SingularityNET under 50 million in market cap on my channel and over in my Patreon group. So if you haven't already, guys, make sure to hit that link in the description and check out my Patreon group. That's all I ask. Have a look at some of the tiers because huge benefits do await you if you join it. Anyway, I predicted this AI trend right at the bottom down here. Had you have listened to me, you would be up around 10 to 15x on your money, I believe, at the heights in a mere 2-month period. So this basically happened overnight. This wasn't a 2-year period. This is like a 1 or 2 month period that these gains were promulgated. So yeah, make sure you are subscribed and make sure you are a member of the Patreon so you don't miss out on the next trends that I'm spotting. And by the way, there are some trends which I'm already aware of, which I think could be the next bull run trends. Okay, so SingularityNET is led by an absolute genius in Dr. Ben Goertzel. It's also got Hansen on board from Hansen Robotics. They're basically making an AI marketplace so that it's accessible for anyone to access AI. They are decentralizing AI, making it open source, and making it accessible. Again, another ethical investment. Do you want artificial intelligence in the hands of big tech, in a centralized, controlled elite? Or do you want the hands of AI in the masses, in people like you and me? Do you want the governance aspects to be decentralized, or do you want heavy bureaucracy where the people at the top control everything? I would argue that it's much better if we have it decentralized and in the hands of the masses, so the governance aspects are democratized and in the hands of the people who use the AI, not just in the hands of the elite who are making all the money. So again, 500 million in market cap, it's a solid mid cap. I think we could easily see this one hit 10 to 20 billion in market cap in the next bull run. Just being honest, guys. That's on the ambitious side, though. If we're being super realistic, I think 10 billion is a conservative estimate for this one. But look, it can go a lot higher than 10 billion. It could go to 20 billion or even higher. So who knows? Huge utility. AI is now confirmed as a trend. So what better way than to go for the most solid blue chip AI coin in SingularityNET? The third and final one for this list is Gala. Gala, in my opinion, is going to be the king of Web3 entertainment. If there's one project which is going to dominate all aspects of Web3 entertainment, it's going to be Gala. They're in the music, they're in the film, and most predominantly, they're in the games. I think Web3 gaming is barely even begun. I think play to earn has barely even begun. I think this is going to be a huge narrative in the next 5 years, and it's going to be a huge transition in the gaming economy. The current gaming overall market cap is estimated to go up twofold in a very short period of time. And I would argue a lot of that is due to the fact of play to earn, the metaverse, and these types of economies which are making gaming literally economies in themselves. So they're also developing high quality games. They're buying out mobile studios. They're putting out games on mobile, on the App Store and the Google Play Store, as well as getting some predominant partnerships in the music and in their film. So this project, in my opinion, could easily do a 30x to a 50x in the next bull run, even from these levels right now. Also, sorry to be that guy, but I called the bottom on this one at exactly the price that it was low. I was buying this one at 17, so 0.017, and I'm up considerably in such a short period of time. So make sure, guys, you are a member of the Patreon. Make sure you are subscribed to my channel, as I called all of these way earlier prices than what they are right now. So people are making huge money, especially in the VIP Plus tier, as we've got a Telegram group that's very active. I'm talking to these individuals on a daily basis about the picks that I'm looking at, the trends that I'm looking at, and projects which I'm looking at buying. So make sure you're in that group. Make sure you're subscribed on that road to 10K. Hopefully this video gave you some value. If it did, make sure to leave a like, and I'll see everyone in my next video. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.